Alright, so here we go with some more yellow belt fundamental skills. What we're looking at here is level change and penetration. First thing we're looking at is knee races, or sometimes we call it hurdle steps. What we're looking at is to get our knees off the mat as fast as possible when we shoot. So we're going from our knees to our feet, and we are not using our hands or stopping. Is knee races, and it's where we're hurdling our hips around. So yeah, we're racing from one end of the mat to the other off our knees. What's important is that as I do this, I'm going to bring my knees up. I'm not shuffling like this like a train. What I want to do is windmill my knees so I can get more speed. So as I come here, I'm bringing my knees up, and then as we get halfway across the mat, we'll be up on our feet and we'll sprint the rest of the way. So, in slow motion, I'm running on my knees, running on my knees, running on my knees. Eventually I'll pop up to my feet and sprint. Alright, our first real penetration step is an inside step. We'll use it for our double legs. Our lead foot drives in between our opponent's legs, our trail leg hurdles, and our lead foot pivots back up to our feet. This is our opponent. Go in a square stance. My inside, I'm stepping inside. So I'm not stepping outside. I'm not knee spinning. I'm stepping directly inside. Inside step penetration. Right here. Down to my knee. Again, here comes our hurdle step. Up to the side. If I'm finishing my double, I'm looking across his back. Here, this is a big hurdle step. Pivot step back up to my knees. And drive, 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 drive. So again, this from the side. An inside step penetration. Inside, as I'm stepping inside his legs. Here, my head's up as I go. My chest goes to my knee. My hands go behind the knees. Kind of trying to drape down the legs. Right here, pushing off the ball of my foot, the inside of my foot. Here, chest down to my knee. Wrap the legs. Notice how my hips are down, but my chest is up. My head's up. Right here, I'm exploding up. There. Outside leg comes up, hurdle step, pivot step. Right here, switch your pivot, drive, 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 drive. My own, I step in, my chest goes to my knee, my head's up, my arms reach and hook. I'm going to drive to my knee, my outside leg is going to whip up like I'm jumping over a hurdle, like I'm bringing it over a hurdle. Foot's going to swish her. Pivot up and drive. I'm going to rocket myself off my knee as I windmill this leg up. We'll do this with bungees a lot. So I just put myself in the bungee, right here. I'm going to step. As I step, my chest goes to my knee, chest goes to my knee, get my meat hooked behind the legs, right here. Now I'm exploding up and through. Our final thing here is a basic snag. What we're looking at is to stay off of our knees. What we're going to do is snag the leg, one leg with our inside hand, and we'll either step inside or outside. Work on our level changes. And our level changes, it's just dropping our chest to our knee. And sometimes we can step in and penetrate. This one we're going to look at doing, this penetration, is to stay off our knees. The first one We bounced off that knee and came right back up to our feet. This one we're just going to level change and snag a leg. So if I have a partner here, this is what it looks like. If he's on my head, right here, I'm going to grab really deep in the armpit on the outside. I'm going to push his head up into his ear. I'm going to try and push all his weight into that back foot. As I do that, my other hand is going to snag this leg, and I'm going to keep driving, 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 driving. So I just change levels, I push, and I snag. So if we're wrestling, we're wrestling, we're wrestling, I'm here. He works inside on me, grabs on. All I'm going to do is take my thumb block outside, grab that armpit. I'm going to shove it. I'm going to drive as hard as I can, just like this. Keeping that arm the same, driving it up, snagging the leg, continuing to drive up into that leg. From here, we can finish. So again, a level change, a little knee pull snag. So right here, I post, he works inside. I'm just going to change and snag that leg as I drive up into it. So if it's the other side, right here, I'm going to grab his arm, I'm going to shove it up into his head as I knee pull. I'm going to push and snag the knee. Push and snag. And I just keep driving, step around behind the leg, 2 hands to the leg, go to the heel. So right here, we're wrestling, he grabs on, right here, I'm going to push, try and jam his shoulder into his ear as I step in and snag. Here, my head's not going outside, it's not peeking through. I'm just running my head straight up into him. I'm going to put all his weight backwards to there. One more time. This way. I'm going to shove, reach, level change, knee pull, snag. Right there. Pushing him. All his weight's on that back foot, and that's why this one comes up so easy. I let go, hook my own hand, step off, and slide.